Hey guys, Ryan here with BD Diesel. Today we're talking traction bars. Here we are driving a 4th gen Dodge. We don't have traction bars installed, but we do have a jig that helps show the axle rotation. It's a little easier for you guys to see what's going on. And I'm just gonna roll in here to kind of show you what happens without traction bars. What happens is, as you're driving along, especially if you're towing a trailer and you start loading in, kind of start climbing a hill, you can actually see the axle push forward, kind of start turning the leaf springs into an S, and what you see is a rotation of the axle. So our little jig helps exaggerate that to show you a little better on camera. We're going to simulate it as if you're on the track, and we're going to launch it. You can really see the rear axle rotate. So what you saw there was two different things happening. First thing is where the tire contacts the ground and pushing the entire truck forward. There's then a lever arm between the contact back to the ground to where the leaf is and pushing the axle forward. The second part is where the pinion is climbing the ring gear, actually twisting the axle. Both things causing the same problem. The axle rotate and push forward. You then get a poor U-joint angle. What the traction bars do is actually prevent that fore and aft movement, allow the stock suspension to only travel in the upwards and downwards position. As a driver, you notice this most in a couple different ways. The rear end will kind of walk around, kind of feel loose, especially if you're towing something heavy or accelerating. You get a little bit of wheel hop, driveline vibration, or the worst one is you get unpredictable burnouts. The BD traction bars are designed to hold the rear axle in place. It kind of acts like a four-link there. The biggest thing for the BD bars is they don't bind up, so it gives you a nice smooth ride down the road. We're going to install a set on this truck and show you the difference. A few things before we install the BD traction bars. They come with everything needed to bolt them on the truck. That's right, bolt on, you don't need to weld them. We do recommend welding for race trucks or bumpy roads. Let's get into the technical details. Starting with the frame mount, we have 5 3/8" bolts holding everything together. Has a polyurethane bushing and a nice 3/4 inch fine thread bolt holding it together. The next is on the axle side. So you can see here, there's actually a couple little divots. And what that does is help bite into the axle, prevent that from slipping. The cool one is actually the rod end here. And what you can see there is it's actually able to rotate, and that will give you a little more articulation on the truck. You have 2 1/2-inch U-bolts and a serrated flange nut to keep everything in place. Finally, the bar itself is a 54-inch eye-to-eye with some adjustability. That allows you to have anywhere from a 6-inch lift to a 2-inch drop. It has a 2-inch OD, more than strong enough for all your race truck towing demands. We're going to put one on this truck and then show you how it works. There we go. All right, now we've got the traction bars installed. We're just going to roll into it and show you the difference. With the bars installed, we're going to do a launch to show you what it'd be like on a race truck. So as you can see with the BD traction bars installed, the axle doesn't rotate. So when you compare it to before, you can see the obscene amounts of rotation of the axle, and there's just no rigidity in the spring to prevent that axle from moving forward or from the pinion from climbing the ring gear. Traction bars are really simple. All they do is they're able to hold the axle in place. We designed and optimized them on the computer to perfectly follow the OEM suspension travel to minimize ride stiffness. Why aren't our traction bars bigger? They don't need to be. We've just proved they get the job done, and it's the right size to work best and give you a nice smooth ride down the road. There you have it, BD Diesel traction bars have an easy solution for problems with your rear end. To purchase the product or find out more, visit bddiesel.com.